I was floating through Lost Battle and the Ranger was like waiting on you. And I said, he's waiting on us, and I said, how's that dude doing in the blue boat? And he's like, oh, he's having a good time. I said, is he bow down or stern down? And he's like, both down. Oh.
The Ranger? There was a Ranger up there?
Oh yeah, remember they passed us? Because I just get in the boat.
Oh, that was a Ranger. I didn't know that. I thought that was just a paddler.
No, that's in red Karma.
You know, Brian, it's all about a mindset.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's at least bad.
The rail doesn't come all the way. It seems to stop right in there. But it's a super sharp rail. With almost no transition in the rail. It's just flat, straight off. It's got a very boxy feeling right here. It reminds me of something, I just can't put my finger on it yet. The bow has a slight dip here. Yeah, and I think they might be doing that to try to add a little more rocker to see if it gets over holes. And then the rail starts here and goes back.
I've been on a nice wave that's going.
Well, this would probably slow it down on a wave. That's probably a millimeter or so up with texture. I can feel that when I come off the rocks. But
we wear that now?
But you know what? I bet you they added it to try to make it more rigid, to try to add more rigidity to that hull. Definitely. Helps out with oil cannon and wear. That's what texture helps on boats.
Like
Some weird residue left over from the MiG. Molding quality looks pretty good. There's a big flat area here. That kind of hurts your cartwheeling. When I'm going to cartwheel, it starts to turn and then it flattens out on that, and I have to go down.
Catches a lot of side current.
Yeah, the side currents are beast right here on this edge. Not much rocker. I mean, not much rocker at all. Look at that. Very small kick rocker in the stern. Well balanced when you get it on its end. Because of that, it helps well balance it. Got a little ridge right there in the graphic. This right here helps you balance it when you're going up.
When you're going downstream, this is all under.
Yeah, I'm carried by this volume.
This does a good job.
That's pretty good right there. It actually helps, and that's kind of like what the Antics 2.0 has that back there. Even though the stern's riding down, it kind of like gets stuck back there on that.
I mean, the Antics is quite a bit higher.
Yeah. Outfitting wise, big roto-molded seat, standard foam pillars. Looks like they're screwing directly into a bracket, possibly. Molded in thigh braces. No adjustment on the thigh braces, so if your knee gets hurt, well, you're kind of shit out of luck. I'd like to have this back band with some up and down adjustment, because when I'm moving around, that back band just kind of does that. The hip pads, man, those things, what the fuck. Dude. It doesn't come with them? No. Oh, dude must have threw these in there. Yeah. Then I guess you have the option of making your own hip pad.
But it has no holes in it.
It looks like they're screwing into an insert possibly on the seat. Yeah, so they've got a molded in insert on the seat that they're screwing into. I wonder if it's adjustable. Yeah, because it has that in-style pillar. That's a...
Hey, there ain't no way of getting that seat out.
No, that seat's in there.
I don't know how they put it in there. Let's put it in hot.
They put it in while it's hot, probably, lifting those things up and popping it down in there.
The cool thing is the boat has no holes in it.
It does not have any holes in it. I'm sure these are inserted.
They are. I've taken mine off.
They should have put a security screw there instead of a Phillips head. Yeah, that's a type of metal. At first, it kind of looked like injected molded plastic, like Waka, but that is actually metal. Graphics kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cool name too. Cool name on it. So that's a bland stern. Well, at least that's what I'm told anyway. I don't know if that's actually what it's called.
Bland wing.
Bland wing.
I heard it many times.
Nice flat area there. My knees go up in these pockets pretty good, and it's got a really generous amount of padding in there. That feels really good. It feels really good in the knee area.
Okay.
But it makes my toes point straight, and I'm not a fan of my my toes being pointed straight like that, it creates a pain right on the top of my foot right there. When I get vertical, they get pushed down. Even with foam, I don't think it would help much.
If you hit a rock or peacock,
dude, I am so nervous to hit a rock in this thing. And like we were talking about, the plastic feels really hard. Like you feel this plastic, and then you feel like Dagger's plastic, which that's what helps with impact. It stretches. When that gets hit, it stretches. I'm wondering how that's going to go. Which maybe it's more rigid. I don't know. Super stiff. This thing has no flex to it, dude. No flex. But no, so far it's an interesting slicey boat, that's for sure. I'm glad they went with ratchets. I'm a big fan of ratcheted back bands. It's got that kind of adjustment that Dagger has. You adjust there and it pulls the slack out of your ratchets, which is, if you look, that's a very similar back band to Dagger's. It's just not a bad thing. Dagger's got a really good back band. One of the best in the industry, I think. Went a little crazy with the pine tree rivets there. I do like that little attention to detail on the seat pad. Seat pad's comfortable. It's a good, comfortable seat. So yeah, I don't know. I like the boat so far.